In 2013, McLaren built a car that redefined what it meant to be fast. On its very first track test in the UK, the prototype was so quick that engineers had to recalibrate their timing equipment. They thought something was broken. It wasn't. This was the McLaren P1, a hybrid hypercar so ahead of its time that even a decade later it can still embarrass modern supercars. Back in the early 2000s and 10s, three cars changed the supercar world forever. The McLaren P1, Porsche 918 Spider, and Ferrari LaFerrari. Collectively known as the Holy Trinity, these weren't just fast, they were technological revolutions. The P1 stood out for its insane focus on driver engagement and track performance. It wasn't trying to be the most comfortable or the flashiest. It was designed to be the ultimate driver's car. The heart of the P1 is a 3.8-liter twin turbocharged V8 producing 727 horsepower, paired with an electric motor adding another 177 horsepower. Together, they deliver 903 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque, all to the rear wheels. The electric motor isn't just for eco-cred. It eliminates turbo lag and provides instant torque. That's why the P1 can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds, hit 124 miles per hour in 6.8 seconds, and reach a top speed of 217 miles per hour. That's Bugatti Veyron quick, but with F1 level handling. McLaren didn't just pull performance numbers out of thin air, they borrowed tech straight from their Formula One program. The P1's carbon fiber monocoque is incredibly light, yet rigid. It has an active rear wing that extends up to 11.8 inches for track use, and a drag reduction system, DRS, just like an F1 car, reducing aerodynamic drag on straights for higher speed. Even the hybrid powertrain draws on years of F1 energy recovery system research. The P1 has multiple driving modes, but race mode is something else entirely. At the push of a button, the suspension lowers by 50 millimeters, about 2 inches, the wing rises for maximum downforce, and the whole car stiffens up like it's ready to attack a time trial. This mode gives the P1 an astonishing 1,320 pounds of downforce at 160 miles per hour, gluing it to the road. To put that into perspective, that's more downforce than a Porsche 911 GT 3-Cup race car. Yes, the McLaren P1, one of the fastest cars ever built, can creep around your neighborhood in near silence for about 6 miles using just its electric motor. It's called E-mode, and while it's not the point of the car, it's surprisingly handy for late-night arrivals without waking up the entire block. And if you're in a crowded city, you can maneuver without ever firing up the V8. Though let's be real, most owners can't resist pressing that start button. McLaren only built 375 units of the P1, and every single one was sold before production even began. When it launched, the base price was about $1.15 million. Today, on the rare occasions one comes up for sale in the US, it can easily command $2 million or more, especially if it has unique specifications or low mileage. Owning one isn't just about speed, it's owning a piece of automotive history. Step inside the P1 and you won't find wood trim, cup holders, or plush leather seats. Instead, you're greeted with exposed carbon fiber, Alcantara, and a steering wheel shaped almost exactly like the one in McLaren's F1 race cars. Even the seats are thin carbon shells designed to save weight. This is a cockpit built for driving, not lounging. Every control is positioned for maximum focus and precision. One thing that separates the P1 from many modern hypercars is how it feels. Owners and testers often say that the P1 is more raw, more connected, and more demanding than something like a Bugatti Chiron or Koenigsegg Regera. There's no all-wheel drive safety net here. It's our edister der naubin s battery en oder EDR. Wester wheel drive only, which means if you want to get the most out of it, you need skill and respect for its power. McLaren never released an official lap time for the P1 at Germany's Nürburgring, but they've confirmed it's under 7 minutes. Keep in mind, this was achieved a decade ago on street-legal tires with hybrid technology that wasn't nearly as common as it is today. Even now, only a handful of production cars have beaten that benchmark. When the P1 debuted, many purists scoffed at the idea of a hybrid hypercar, but the P1 proved that electric assistance could make a car faster, sharper, and more engaging, not just greener. Today, nearly every top-tier performance car, from Ferrari's SF90 to Lamborghini's Revuelto, uses hybrid tech. The P1 wasn't just a part of that change. It was the spark that lit it. The McLaren P1 isn't just a hypercar. It's a milestone in automotive history. With its blend of Formula One technology, hybrid innovation, and raw driver-focused performance, it set a new standard for what was possible. Even now, it stands as proof that the future of speed doesn't have to sacrifice passion. For those lucky enough to drive one, the P1 delivers not just speed, but an unforgettable experience that connects man, machine, and the very edge of possibility.